Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing a flip through of my completed first volume of I'm just labeling them as Story Album Volume 1, and then the dates as to the first layout and the last layout that I completed. It's a little off there just because I made it last month because the stories were from still previous to this because Easter and everything else will be in the new one. So it is a I think I bought it from Allie Edwards, but it is a Studio Calico 6x8. Black linen album. I will leave the links for it down below. I didn't do anything for the opening page or anything here. I'm okay with that. It's fine. I will also give a caveat if I have any of the process videos, which most of these do have. I will try to leave just the playlist of 6x8 stories down below. Yeah, okay, so I will, and also two things. I will make this one the chattier one while you're here, just pointing up a little bit on the product, and I will do a quiet one, just a flip through also. So for this one, this was a design team. No, this was I got selected to do a series, and it was about using your tag stamps in a layout. So I was talking about everything currently I was doing. I cut this out of the Cameo. This was the stamp set. I believe it's Heidi Swap. And underneath it, I did what I was reading, loving. And this font as well is a Heidi Swap Alpha. Feeling, watching, and eating. So that was a cute layout. This one was kind of when I started doing these, I think this was the point where I had subscribed already to Allie Edwards Story Kit for like a year and hadn't used like anything from it. So this was me saying, enough's enough, Ty. Let's use these products and start doing some layouts. So this was using the Story Kit. Awesome. It was a prompt-based page that I just coupled with two of the flags that came in the kit, and I made the photo black and white. This one as well is the Awesome Kit. The embellishment from here fell off, and I don't know where it is, but it was a circle chipboard piece. So if I ever find it, it'll go back on there, or maybe I'll replace it with something else. But I do remember it was either purple or pink. It fell off. I didn't put enough adhesive, and clearly there's like little pieces there left. That's what happens. So I cut all this out. There is a process video, I believe, for this one as well. This was using 49th and Market Collections. It was a story about Mother's Day. Yeah, and I did this one fairly simple, 4x6, not Allie Edward products, but definitely fun to play with. Using the Delight Story Kit, this was just die cut it out, but these cards are all from there, and then I made this little flap to hold the journaling, but also use that chipboard piece. This was a story about using the Strong Story Kit. I had knee surgery in October last year. So this was just me recovering and why I had to have the knee surgery. Double page layout. I also have a video on how I made it into a 2-page spread using just an app on my phone because I am someone that doesn't have Photoshop. These pieces were from the Awesome Story Kit, and this was from the Delight Story Kit, the little like library card, and then the journaling is on here. A flare from Happy Scrappin' Studio. The Strong Story Kit, this was a scrap lift from Allie Edwards, and then this is a waterfall of journaling on how I believe certain aspects of me are strong. And actually, it's a lot of wasted space. I also might want to maybe add more photos. I might add more photos, but for now, as the accordion and the pictures of everything, I say it's complete. This was using the Strong Story Kit as well, a scrap lift from Allie Edwards. She had cut up that page for these embellishments and wrote a letter to her son, and I just wrote a letter to Valentina. Currently, at this time, was the end of pre-K 3. This I used Maggie Holmes, and then this was a divider from an old Happy Planner divider page that I loved. And then Maggie Holmes embellishments again. And then the journaling is here. Little tuck space. And just a story about her personality being so fun and animated. This is using the Care Story Kit. A story about moving. We moved in the last 7 months now. I think we've been here. From our old house, our first house. And this is like the mural I painted during quarantine at that house. And then just memories that I made, and made this a flip up of a couple things from being in that house. You know, we became parents and first time homeowners and stuff like that. This was a design team layout for Traci Reed. This collection, I forgot the name of it, but it was the journaling cards and then 5 things that I love about Valentina. Good things take time. Fairly simple, black and white photo. This was using a collection of the Awesome Story Kit. This is Seek. And then this one, I believe, was the Glow. But it was a day at the fair, and I used the 2x2s. And then the paper in the back is just like a galaxy page from Hobby Lobby. This one, there is a layout. This one was a fun one. It was using the, I think it was a story by the month kit, because this was like a journal card, a 4x6 that I used for all the journaling. And I think the wood veneers came, but then the butterfly paper, Hobby Lobby, and I cut that out of my silhouette. This is the Teach story kit. All the cards are from the Teach, and all of these embellishments as well. A story about how well she was doing in school, or is doing in school. Glow story kit. There is a process video. This is all from Glow, including the starburst and all the journaling cards, and even all of the little tiny word stickers. This one was a fun layout. This was all on the tag layout, I believe. It was from the quarterly scrapbook kit that I just cut up to make it into 2 pages. This is from Glow. Happy Scrap and Studio Flair. And then the little acetate butterflies are from Studio Calico. And this little acetate piece is not Color Cast Designs. Who else made these? Maybe Coco Daisy. Coco Daisy. Oh, I didn't do journaling here still. Okay, missing journaling, but other than that, the album is complete. I just did a quick photo. These are thickers from a Bow Bunny thicker collection. So that's all that I did, and I matched it here because I wanted to probably tell a story of whatever we were doing around here. I forgot now. Well, I have to go back and do journaling. This is the Seek story kit, how I'm in love with my family. There is this process video for this. This was rather recent. These vellum word stickers are from, this might all be from Seek. Yeah, it might all be from Seek. Double page spread. Once again, I love this photo of them at the park. This was a card that I cut up from a Stories by the Month card, and then the vellum flowers too were from that same kit. So I just cut it up and used it as all my journaling across the bottom. Using the Awesome Story kit, but then the flower embellishments are from the Live Life in Bloom from Simple Stories. I recently hauled it, and I just thought this card kind of triggered that I have all these flowers in the same colors. So that's why we did that one. It was a story about Valentina's dance recital and how Grandma and everyone attended. This was the Evening story kit. There is a process video. Evening is everything, and I even used all these wood veneers on one page, and then added all of the little gold stars was an extra embellishment. But these were all of the wood veneers because other than the English one and probably the Spanish, I didn't know the other languages, so I just kind of used them all in this layout here. This was a reel, no video for this one, but it was a Stories by the Month kit. This was a journal card that I cut up. This was all inspired by Crystal Iruñante. And then my journaling, and then acetate was here so that you could see through that one. There is a process video, Stories by the Month. And then this little canvas piece was from the EXO story kit. We had went to a wedding in Colombia, so I was just scrapping about that. These are both the open story kit, but it's 2 separate stories. This one's a story about opening up our second location. We're chiropractors, so that's fun. And then this one was just open story about valet, and I did all the stitching, inspired also by Ali Edwards. These are 2 separate layouts. This was open and close. I used it as a flap. A story about not worrying about Valentina being a picky eater anymore. I'm closing that door and just letting her figure out what she likes to eat. And hence her eating in our bed one day. It Takes a Village. This was inspired by the Ali Edwards community story kit. I never purchased it, but there was a journal card that everyone used that said it takes a village. So I just took inspiration from that. And this is just a great photo of both sets of our parents for their birthdays. This is my father-in-law's brother. He lives down the road. This is my village to help make our family run. So we support, you know, they support us tremendously. And so it was a story to put down on paper about that. We recently moved. So this was a story by the month, and then also the open story kit. So it is a 2-page spread. And actually, oh, there is something missing. This part, this part goes here. So it's just a story about, you know, buying our home. What does it sound like, feel like, look like? And then I had all of these like pre-construction photos that went along with it. This acetate was also stories by the month. And this is a thicker collection from Simple Stories. And this was a acetate from Hip Kit Club. So that's there. Yeah, this was from the open kit. This one was a recent video using the Tag Quarterly Scrapbook from Allie Edwards. And these 2 chipboards were from a Stories by the Month recently as well. And a picture of Zoe, my first dog, who has passed away since. This one was a fun one. It was done as a vertical layout. This is a video on my YouTube channel. And yeah, awesome. This is the Glow kit and the Awesome kit. And then this was the quarterly scrapbook page too, which is why I used it for that. The XO story. This is a recent video. I love all the chipboard cascading down here, and I even have some of them on the outside of the loops, which worked out perfectly. The wood veneer is also from the kit, and all these are from the same kit. This was a fun one. This is the Good Story kit. I did the lyrics to a song on vellum, but it worked out perfectly to see on that post. This is Miguel's voice. He gave me some journaling on their awesome relationship. Then the same photo shoot. This was me and her. The acetate hearts are from Studio Calico. This was from an Allie Edwards Stories by the Month kit. So I just kind of hand wrote my journaling there about us. This was a quick one, Stronger Together, Strong Story kit. And then having his amazing family. I love his family. So I did that. And then the same day these pictures were taken was a story using the Awesome Story kit about Valentina's relationship with Papa. This is Miguel's dad, and I did 2 collages there. And then finally, this is the Make Story kit. This was rather recent. Well, this is the Make Story kit, and I did all of my journaling about being a mother and how we make it work after school. All the different things. So between caffeinating and finding activities that I can do with her to tire her out and get her to bed, and then I need a drink by the end of the night, was how this story came together. So just making it work as a mom, everyone can relate. And then I'm leaving it blank like this because this paper was actually quite cute. This is Sun Kissed Sun Chaser from Heidi Swapp. So I was going to stamp out like some kind of quote or something on there or do something else. But like I said, this was a cute pattern paper that it could end on that for me. So we are already starting volume number 2. This was, believe it or not, like I said, volume 1. This is my first completed 6x8. I have found a nice rhythm in this size. It's not as daunting as doing 12x12 layouts. But I also feel that when I did 12x12s, those were very heavy on embellishments. You know, it was always this artistic thing using a lot of product, and it always had very little journaling. What I'm liking about this size is that it's not heavily embellished or product driven like it was on 12x12, but I'm writing a lot more journaling here. And I think that's why I want to go back and make a baby book, because all I did still like her first year or two were these big 12x12 layouts with a great photo, but there's no context on those photos. Like I didn't do all the journaling. So, you know, I want to do this for those earlier years, because now I have all these stories about her, you know, already at a school age, and I didn't have any of them when she was a baby. So I will be doing a baby album so that it's very much story driven, words with photos, rather than just this beautiful photo, this beautiful artwork, and then none of the journaling, you know? So, like I said, I know you've joined me for a lot of the process videos for this. Please stay tuned. This will continue to be content on my channel. Like I said, I just enjoy this size. It's very manageable, along with doing Project Life and my memory planner. Thank you so much for joining. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, bye.